All right, guys, welcome back to Certified Humans episode. I don't know. Today we're here with Daisy. Daisy is a social worker. She creates content, works in radio, coaches soccer, and she's probably one of the busiest people I know.
She made time for us today.
Yes, he says, what's up?
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
Thanks for coming,
Yeah.
Daisy.
I
love Daisy.
Yeah, you're crazy. Like,
She's
You'll
fun.
I be living.
You'll
She's
be-
fun.
you'll be interesting. I feel like usually it's just me and her, and we're like, yeah, so the dogs,
Yeah, the dogs, the
And-
gym, work. Yeah.
we work out.
And then there's me asking me a gazillion questions. I'll be like, well, I do this, and one a day.
You literally do everything. I feel like you're never not doing anything.
I know.
Yeah.
I literally, you know how I live my life is literally through power naps. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Through power naps?
yeah, like if I have lunch or a break, I literally go in my car and just pass out for like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Even like I can even do like a 5-minute nap. I'm not even
How
kidding.
much do you sleep at night?
I wake up too much. So I don't know, maybe
Like at night?
Yeah, I wake up a lot.
Like,
That's Claudio. He's just like, what the hell is wrong with you?
What's like the longest span of time that you sleep at night?
Maybe like, I think maybe like 5 or 6 hours.
Mm.
It's because I'm like, my brain is always like, okay, I have to do this tomorrow, and then I have to do this.
So if
like,
you wake up a little bit, you think of something?
yeah,
And then-
literally, that's
Yeah.
my brain. Like, yeah, it's kind of stressing and exhausting.
Mm.
24/7 though.
That doesn't mean sometimes, but not every day.
No, that's me every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I'm basically like a crack baby, but no crack. Well, no crack, all right?
Are
I
you
was just
sure?
born like this. God gave me too much energy. I don't know how I have it every day and night. I'm like, right, if anybody wakes me up like at 3 or 4 in the morning to like go work or something, I'm like ready. I'm like just
You
ready
have,
to go.
you have
Better
just
than being-
natural, like unlimited energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Better than being tired all the time.
true. But when I'm tired, you can tell like I'm like
You're
tired.
quiet.
Yeah.
Huh.
I won't
Yeah,
talk
when you're
anymore.
tired.
I just be like,
Yeah.
oh, you
That's
okay? Yeah,
true,
I'm
yeah.
all right.
I
Or-
can tell when you're tired because you don't
Like
talk.
right now, I'm really tired, but I'm like, all right, let's stay up. Let's stay up.
Poor thing. Oh my gosh.
So, you do a lot of interesting stuff, and then kind of sucks because you said you don't really want to talk about this too much. So we won't say exactly what it is, but your social working job with kids.
Yes.
Is that something that, like, you always wanted to do? Or how did you?
So my main goal was always to help people, like since I was younger, and my purpose was to be kind of like a probation officer or parole officer. You know, when like helping the inmates
Yeah.
when they commit a crime.
Did you do that?
Well, that was my goal.
That was your
but,
goal.
Yeah, that was my goal. But then, obviously when I applied, like that was the first thing that came up was the social worker working with children, and I applied, and obviously I got hired on, and then I've never left since, and I've been there for 10 years.
Dang, that's crazy. 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, so
That
but,
just goes to show how much you like it.
yeah, I love it. I mean, it sounds crazy when people tell me, "Do you like it or do you love it?" And I'm just like, I legit love it, but it's so depressing. Like it's so sad. Like everything you see on TV, like from children, is like real. Like 100%. There's nothing we do. We see everything
You
from the
see,
beginning
like, the
to end.
most messed up
Yeah.
stuff.
Example, like the Gabriel Fernandez case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that it's like literally we're like that's how we work every day.
Just kids
But
being like,
I blame the social worker because she didn't do her part because we always have to check on our children.
yeah.
How did she mess up that social worker?
Well, she kept going. I think she went to the kid's house a couple of times, and she said that the mom or the aunt, someone said that he was at cousin's house or brother's house. Like kept always giving excuses. So she just kept writing that saying that she did see him or something like that. So in general, like we don't care if the kid is like in Neverland, but we have to see the child at least FaceTime or something. But she never took action and figured out where he was.
Like, you have
So-
to make visual contact.
Yeah, we have to do it once a month.
Dang, that's crazy. How does that, like, someone end up on, like, your radar? Like a kid?
People make reports.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, working there, I realized that your worst enemy is your own family.
Mm-hmm.
They will like betray you up the hard. Like I'm not even kidding. It's
Like, they'll do false reports or...
yeah, there's a lot of false reports. That's the difference between when people do like false reports is basically all our kids. Some of them die because we're focusing on false reports when this whole time there was nothing going on. But yeah, so I think it just confuses everyone. Obviously, all the social workers about that. So yeah, I just think the false reports is the ones that's taking like
Yeah.
leave us alone.
Like,
just
it
focus
floods
on
the system.
Yeah, it does, and there's always reports left and right.
It's just like some cousin that's mad.
Yeah, dude.
somebody.
It's crazy. But I mean, obviously, most of them are legit. Like, oh, you know what? This kid like is getting in the closet, like wrapped up on a trash bag and stuff like that. So
That's
it's pretty
crazy.
intense.
It's so crazy. Like, the Gabriel Fernandez case. I'm like, how do you treat a kid like that?
Yeah, no, I literally, like, when I first started, the first 3 years, I'm not gonna lie, it affected me. I was like crying because you literally, it's like a movie in real life. Like, you're just like, there's no way this is even real. Like, it's intense.
So you gotten stronger over the years.
Yeah, I mean, I still cry 24/7, but yes, I think I just have kind of like a wall. Like,
You become desensitized.
yeah, I'm just like numb. You know, when you see a baby going through stuff, you're just like, there's no way. Like, how can this mom do this, or these parents, or these cousins or uncles, and you just become numb. So that's why sometimes I don't know how to express my emotions or feelings sometimes, and I just literally, that's all I do in life now.
Is there like one case that like has stood out to you over the last 10 years that you can speak to?
Well, there's a lot. I would say, I guess I can say the one of a little girl that the grandpa made a report, and obviously the grandpa was like, "Where's my granddaughter? I haven't seen her for weeks." And the dad and the mom kept making excuses. And remember, they're only like 16. Mom was 16, dad was 17.
Dang.
And they kept asking for the child, and they just kept giving excuses. So one day, the grandpa calls us and says, "Hey, you know what? I can't find my grandchild." So obviously we took action, and then they do a welfare check. I don't know if you guys, know. Yeah. So they did a welfare check. They showed up, and obviously we cannot trespass, so the dad family had a back house in the back. We cannot trespass to go back there, obviously, because we need a warrant. But this grandpa literally kept saying, "There's no way. I know my grandbaby's in that back house," and we're like, "Well, we can't check, unless there's a warrant." And then he said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna just jump over. And then the cops told him, "If you jump over and the baby's not there, they can get you for trespassing." He's like, "I don't care. I feel she's in there. With that being said, he jumped over, he broke into the house, and they found the baby. And she was like, I don't know. Okay, have you ever seen the movie The Grudge? Not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but, like, she looked bitten up, chewed up, like her hair, she was half bald, like she was missing so much hair.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so this baby was basically getting abused, like, constantly from the dad. And the dad was, like, verbally and physically abusive to the mom, too. So, like, the dad basically, like, would knock the mom out to, like, pass out for days or something. Or like choke her out to, and the baby was really like, you can tell she had bite marks all over her face. The dad had braces too. So yeah, I think that was one of the scariest baby I ever saw in my life. That like, you can tell in her eyes, she was just like, "Help me." But she was like only 3, obviously. She was just crying and crying. And obviously she saw grandpa and they hugged it out and everything. But yeah, and then we have to go to forensics and all that stuff to like get her tested. And like when you go to the hospitals, the windows are all clear. So we went around, and the baby, as soon as she saw mom, because we consider mom as a victim, because she did tell us like, he's abusive, he did this, and she had marks all over her body, which is fine, because we're here to protect. And obviously she's only 16, so she's considered our children too, because we work from 18 and down. And then when the baby saw the mom, the baby went nuts. Like, she went crazy, like crying, like historically, like her soul was like
scared,
devastated. Yeah, scared. Like, I don't know what happened. Obviously we don't know, but obviously we saw that, so we consider that neglect, because the baby, why are you so scared of your mom? Like, or maybe the baby saw it as like, you know what, you never helped me, you saw me get my beat up and do this, or maybe mom did some stuff to her too, we don't know. And obviously mom's gonna deny it, but yeah, they both got charged for torture.
Dang, that's
and
crazy.
I felt bad because they were little kids,
like 16, 17. But that's a fucked up kid though. If he's 17, he's like beating up his girlfriend and his baby.
Oh, yeah, no,
like,
and the worst thing is, I interviewed him. I had to interview him in Spanish, because he spoke Spanish and English, but, I think he was just being a kid. And they asked him, like, "Oh, do you speak English?" He's like, "Yeah, I do, but I feel comfortable speaking Spanish." And I was like, okay. So then I interviewed him, because I used to go a lot with the case managers constantly with them, like, to interview. And I was new, so they were just showing me around. And I asked him questions, and literally, I will never forget his voice. I was like, "Okay, so did you beat the baby, or why did you do it?" And then he's like, literally, this is his voice. Because she wouldn't shut the fuck up.
What the hell?
Can I cuss in here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, he said, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. And then literally, like, I looked at him like, you, and all the officers, we literally was just like staring at him like, this fool is like
a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not lying. My eyes got so watery, and obviously I can't show emotions because it's an investigation.
Right.
So I was just like, okay. And then the officer's like, "We're done." And they literally automatically handcuffed them, and they took him in. And then I swear, with the next couple of weeks, obviously we went to court on trial, because we go to trial with them. And then you should have seen his face. Like, he was crying like a baby. Karma. The mom, I feel bad because you're so like naive when you're in love.
Yeah.
But
He was acting all tough, and then he cried at court.
oh no, he was crying the whole time, like turning back a lot to his parents. His parents obviously they were all crying, but yeah, no, and I heard he did get like hurt in there. Like people, when you go to prison, everybody knows what happens. Somehow they
If you
figure
hurt
out.
kids, yeah.
Especially when you hurt children or it's like some type like involvement with children, you will get your ass beat up. Sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm like trying not to
You
cuss.
can cuss as much as you want.
What happened on YouTube?
Nothing.
If
You
you curse?
can cuss as much as you want.
Or you could just
okay.
bleep me.
I don't bother with it. I don't know what it does.
Bloopers.
I don't think it really does anything.
But yeah, that's one of the crazy cases that I had.
That's insane. That's like
How
a
many
straight up
years in was
psychopath.
that?
That was literally my first month. I'm not even kidding. Dude, I
Your
was
first
crying.
month?
Yes, that was my first month. I'm not even kidding. And I would cry to my mom. I'd be like, I can't believe it. And I was dreaming about this case. And you get it's so crazy. You know when you watch movie, like scenes or like episodes, you get so like,
Disturbed.
no, you get so into it.
Yeah.
Even though obviously disturbed too, but you get so into it and you're just like, no, there's no way. I need to know what's going to happen next. I need to know. So I was like so like mentally involved.
Thinking about it, like,
Yeah, and I was sleeping. I'll be like, "There's no way this little girl, like these parents." And obviously, when the case ended, it's like obviously they were left for torture. It was like a freaking blessing to us and to the grandparents. And the grandpa adopted the baby.
how long did they get in jail? Do you know?
I just know it was a long time. I'm not quite sure because they got neglect. They got like a lot of child abuse. They got a lot of charges for themselves. I'm sure it's all over. It was, to be honest, it was actually all over the
It was
news.
on the news, yeah.
Yeah,
The girl probably got less time.
I think maybe the
Maybe.
girl that got less.
No,
I'm
she
not quite
probably
sure.
did.
I think.
Yeah.
They usually do.
Probably
But
did.
it sounded like the guy was like
Oh no, the
Was-
guy
was he
had
the
on drugs?
most like
Yeah, so now, so we found out that he was on drugs. I don't know if you guys ever heard the crocodile drug that they had.
crocodile.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh.
strong form of opiate, right?
I
That's
forgot
what crocodile is. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like that. And like the baby has so much bite marks everywhere, like her whole body. Like if she was eaten alive and she was missing like chunks, like it was just even bruised.
Yeah,
up
they
everywhere.
do that a lot in what, Eastern Europe?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was
think
like a
in Eastern
crocodile.
Europe. I didn't even know that was like here. That drug
Yeah.
was here.
I don't know where he got it from, but
Yeah,
But it
They-
could have like bath salts or who knows what it was, but that's crazy.
that is really crazy.
yeah, and a lot
It's
of
like
our
super
kids,
disturbing.
yeah, I know it was crazy. And a lot of our kids, obviously like they follow friends, whatever. They're just being love followers. But all of our kids, like with fentanyl, it's been taking over this world. The fentanyl.
Do you think like do most of the cases where kids get taken away or you get called, is it because of drugs, like addiction?
It depends. It depends on the case. Cause normally like they call us because the kid is getting abused.
Right.
Like the younger ones, the babies. But normally when it's like 14, 15-year-olds like doing the drugs like that, or if they overdose one time at a house, that's when they call us, the police department, like, hey, you know what? There's this kid that did this and this. You got to go check up on him. We just do welfare checks to see like, where was the mom? Why do you have the drugs? Where did you get it from?
It's more neglect, like if the kid's on drugs.
Yeah.
But when the little kids get taken away, is it usually because the parents are addicts?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know it sounds sad, but it's like a cycle. Like, the parents only know what they know growing up because they
Yeah.
saw their parents do. So then when they have babies, it's just like a cycle. And
And they have kids when they're like 17.
yeah.
And
So
then-
it's just like a cycle. But with these parents, I don't know why. I don't know why these parents, they had like a good life. I don't know what went with the kid's brain.
Like what went wrong?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
Like
him.
where it went wrong.
yeah.
Some people are just born more like psychopaths or sociopaths. And then drugs can make you act really crazy.
Yeah. I
Well-
feel like the drug took over his body for sure to like act the way he's acting. But I mean, I'm not going to blame it on drug. He's human. So I don't know.
I think a lot of times people do drugs to treat their mental illness. So I think it's just like a vicious cycle of like trying to treat your mental illness with drugs because you don't want to feel anything. So I
True.
feel like that's like it's all like intertwined, like mental illness and drugs, drug problems.
Yeah.
So
Self-medicating.
self-medicating, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
what it is.
No, yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Well, some of the kids do. Like they will tell you straight up, like, I just don't want to feel this pain. Like I feel abandoned. Like I don't have a mom or a dad. Like I just can't take it. So they're going to the path and they just start doing drugs or trying different stuff like shrooms and acid. I don't know what they try, but
That's crazy. I try to be
Yeah.
like grateful for my life every day, but like, I mean, are you like more grateful for your life because you see this crazy?
oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the
You're
time.
like, damn, my life's so much better.
We cry. We're like sad about dumb stuff.
Yeah.
When you see little kids being young, you're just they basically grew up broken.
Mm-hmm.
So like they've been broken since they were like 4, 5, 6 years old, and you're just like, what the heck, what's going, like, poor babies, like, we can't do nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in like a good household, or was it like medium, or?
I would say, I guess, at first when I was younger, when my parents were together, it was like amazing. We had like everything. Like my parents, you know, they're very like humble, and my dad worked really hard, and he was like owned a restaurant. But then after that, like when they separated, it was like a whole new life. Like I knew the difference between like having it all and having nothing.
Like you guys were broke after that, and then
Yeah.
was your mom like neglectful, or she just kind of like let you do? She's like let you do whatever you want.
You're with all the heavy topics.
I know.
We're gonna
Like, oh my
just switch
God. I was like trying not to cry earlier,
People
and I was
really
like, okay,
wanna-
I'm trying to keep it like not.
People want to get to really know her.
Oh,
I
true,
know.
true, true.
We will.
We could skip over it. If you
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but you
yeah,
can just
it
share
was-
what you want to share. Like I said,
I would just say it was hard.
I'm just curious.
No, I would just say it was hard.
you don't have to get into specific details or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just did something quick now that he asked. I would say it was hard because it was like 8 children, and we were like, my mom was a single mom, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was very hard. We were struggling a lot actually, but we lived like in Section 8 housing, and but we're grateful for Mr. Tom. He was kind of like our mentor. He literally was like our dad that we never had, and that's why I don't know if you guys seen videos that I'm always doing, like my friend the Project Kids, because we literally like legit grew up together. Like we were always alone. Our parents were always working. Our parents were never home, so we literally became a family. All the kids in there, like everybody, like everybody's like, how do you guys know everyone? We legit grew up together.
Like the little apartments you guys.
Yeah, we
the
literally
kids would come out and like
we would just come
hang
out and
out.
hang out. I mean, sometimes we didn't eat, or we'll go to their house and they eat, and then sometimes they'll come to my house and we'll just eat because
Like, you got ramen or what? You got chips today?
Literally, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
No, for
I'll
real.
be like, hey, dude, how about I'll give you a ramen for a eraser or a pencil? Okay, I'm down. And then we'll just literally, we're always playing around the trash cans. It was so cool, but it was so sad, but it was like so fun.
It's
So
sad,
you
but I feel
have-
like kids are inventive and they just have fun. As long as you have like something to eat and you have like a place to sleep. But
Yeah.
as a kid, you're like, eh.
We were
You
sleeping
had
in
a really
parks, too,
humble
sometimes.
upbringing. Like really humble upbringing. Because I have seen you like post about Instagram reel about your upbringing. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
had
yeah.
you had a reunion, right?
Yeah,
With like
for
all
Mr.
the
Tom.
kids that you grew up with.
Yeah, and it was all of us. It was so cool.
Oh, because he saw you guys all grow up.
Yeah, well, he
All
was
grown
so
up.
it was like a rec room, you know, kind of like Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
So there was like inside those projects, like there was a section that like right in the middle, and it was called the recreation center. So this sorry, Mr. Tom, you're not old, but this older man, this guy, Mr. Tom, he was literally there, and he would just like kind of like teach us like techniques on how to be kind of like successful, I guess I should say. And he will just bring puzzles. He'll like bring candy. He'll show us so much different stuff in life. He'll take us on field trips to go like to basketball games, soccer games. We'll play connect. What is it called? The tetherball. What is it? Tetherball and
Volleyball.
yeah, everything. We'll play everything, but he will make us compete like
Yeah.
against each other. So with all the kids in the projects, like yes, we hated each other. We'll fight because we're all competitive, but it was like amazing because I mean we were always just outside doing nothing, and he would just try to like entertain us, and that was his
Yeah.
goal, was just to like help us get like feel, I don't know how to explain it, maybe like
Just like teach you about life and stuff.
about everything.
Fulfilled?
Yeah, just to fulfill like everything that I think that we were missing and we didn't notice. I'm like we were mean to him. Well, not
Yeah.
me. Everybody else was mean, not me. I mean, I was mean a little bit. I'm sorry. But now that I got older, I was like, oh my goodness.
Like, he did
all
so
he literally
much.
did was just trying to help us.
Yeah.
And we were so like mean.
Well,
Yeah.
did he have like was that his full-time job? Was working in that rec room, or what?
Yeah.
What was his situation?
So
Like,
actually, his wife couldn't have kids. And so we were all his kids. So he's basically like our dad or grandpa, whatever you want to call him. But
He like abducted you and brought you to his wife.
yeah.
He's like, I got you children.
Yeah, basically, he was like literally, and then his wife passed away from cancer. So like after that, when that happened, or she was getting sick, he literally vanished, and we were all like, "What happened to Mr. Tom? Where did he go?" You know, and we were just little, but we just
Yeah.
never forgot about him until this day. We're all connected, and we still talk to Mr. Tom,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have a birthday for him for real though, September 12th. If you guys want to come,
oh, that's so sweet.
so all the project kids we're gonna meet on September 12th to go, like because he's like 70 years old, but he's like really healthy.
He's active, huh?
He's so active. He doesn't even look. He looks the same since I known him.
That's awesome.
Like
That's
no
the goal.
wrinkles or nothing.
That's the goal in life.
I feel like everyone that grows up with a single mom has like some kind of outside mentor person that comes in. Because
I don't know where.
I had like John. He was like the youth pastor, and he would do the same stuff. He would go pick up all the youth group kids in a van like every
That's us.
twice a week or whatever.
We were the bus kids.
Yeah, and we'd play
Your mom
games.
told me that we
Yeah,
were the bus kids. That
yeah.
was us. We were so bad. I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, the bus kids were always rowdy.
I feel like we never had like discipline, and I think that's what we needed. And we were just so reckless.
Some kind of structure.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
have any structure, so we were just growing as together as a. We didn't even know what we were doing. We were just saying yeah for everything. Because someone could have just kidnapped us and we didn't even know.
Yeah,
We literally
exactly.
just got on this bus. We're like, oh, we're gonna go to church. We're gonna have fun, and we're like, okay, let's go. And we all went. Like,
Yeah.
but
That's
I
weird.
loved it. I loved that church. It was so. I loved it. It was so fun.
When I lived in Texas, I worked in the bus ministry too for church, and I loved it. But man, those kids were bad sometimes. They wouldn't
They
listen.
were bad.
They wouldn't listen.
I will not deny that we were bad. It was.
Sometimes when we were going to pick people up, I was like, do your parents like know you're coming?
Yeah,
Or they
No
just,
one
are you
knew.
just like
My
hopping
parents-
in a
because
van?
they were probably working. Yeah,
They
Yeah.
were
were
always
probably
gone, so
working.
no one knew. Or
Yeah,
like,
they're just home alone.
The whole
Yeah.
neighborhood's
Yeah.
like, where's all of our kids?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like
Oh, I
gone for
thought we
3
were at
hours on
church.
Sunday
I mean, obviously
morning.
they caught
Yeah.
on at the very end that we were always gone like Sundays mornings.
Sunday mornings?
Yeah, all the time they're like, "Where's everybody?" And then I don't know where you just see all those scatter when we get out of the bus, cussing each other out or fighting, and we were always fighting. It was crazy.
Yeah, bus kids are known to be rowdy.
Yeah, we were.
So
We got a lot of fights too.
you're very successful now, though. Like,
Oh, thank you.
like I would say you're one of the most successful people I know. What do you
Yeah,
think?
you're like a hustler.
Yeah, you are. What do you think is the biggest reason for that? Like, what pushed you to be? 'Cause
And I would say like out of your siblings too.
I would say like just what I grew up with, like how I grew up. Like
Right.
it just made me realize that like if you can't like if you don't do it, no one's gonna do it for you. So I didn't want to live that life anymore. I mean, trust me, I loved it, but it was just like it was hardship. It was
Yeah.
like so hard.
You're like, I don't want to struggle.
And I realized that like I just was like, no, I want to do better. And then obviously I met coaches because I would play soccer my whole life. So all the coaches would be like, I know you're good enough. I know you can do this. I know you can do that. Like just stick to it. Stick to it. And they basically told me, one of my coaches told me, the only way you can succeed is disattach yourself from your family. And I was so like attached. And I was like, no, I why? They're my kids. Like my siblings are my children, literally. And then I was like, I can't. And then one time, like one day I got a call that I was gonna get a scholarship and I took it and I left to South Mountain to Phoenix. But then obviously like I moved like only 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away from my mom. And then after that, that's when I got like a the scholarship to go play in Florida. And that's when I legit vanished from my family. Cause like I realized that like I was taking too much like stress about my siblings that I kept lagging, like making everything last minute, and it was just bad. So I literally disappeared for years, and then out of nowhere I came back and I just started working, hustling, and then I told myself, I was like, brothers, I guess my little brothers and siblings think that I abandoned them. Till this day they say that, which I don't know why. But I get it. They were young, they didn't understand. But I did tell them like, hey, you guys, I'm gonna go play out of state. Like I'm gonna leave, but why are you leaving? Why are you gonna leave us? And I come back and they all changed, like everybody's personality. I was like, what the hell happened? And then
how long were you in Florida for?
for a couple of years. But I mean, like when I left to South Mountain too, I've been gone. So like I told myself I didn't want to be like,
How old were you when you did you leave your mom's house?
yeah, like 18, 19.
And you lived in like college dorms?
Yeah. Well, apartments. The coaches put us together with like soccer girls.
You got like
Oh.
a full ride from that?
Yeah. So it was like, and the funny thing is it was so fun though. Like we met, like obviously it was like 5 of us, actually 6 of us. In one apartment, an apartment, but like 2 rooms, dude. So we all
two-bedroom
became best
apartment?
friends. That's why like I have a lot of friends, like through soccer, like through the soccer world. Everyone knows everyone.
Wait, how many
Oh.
people were in?
It was like 6 of us.
6 in a 2-bedroom apartment?
Yeah, 3 over here and 3 over here. It was crazy.
Wow. Would you guys
crazy.
have bunk beds?
No, we actually shared a bed. Some of us, well, me and my
I
side.
never knew this before.
No, I'm serious. Me and my friends, like, we had like a king size bed. So it was like me, one of my best friends, her name was Iliani, and then some girl named Martha, and we were literally sleeping like next to each other the whole time.
That is hilarious.
We were literally wake up, go to school, boom, bounce like that. Because we all had different schedules, so we really didn't see each other.
Oh,
It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. All the old
Now
people
that I think about it, how
sleeping
did
together.
we just live in that room?
that's crazy with all the girls.
Yeah.
And the girls have a lot of stuff.
Well, that's less people than your siblings.
Well, I mean, because I'm so
So,
used to living with
yeah.
people that I guess it was like kind of normal to me.
So
like
growing
sharing-
growing up, how many people did you share a room with?
With my sisters all the time.
How many?
What do you mean?
How many sisters do you have?
Oh, I only have 2 sisters. Oh, I have 2 sisters and 5 brothers.
Oh.
And we were always like, yeah. I never
It
had
was like the
one.
3 girls in one room.
No, my little sister, she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just me and my sister Coche.
Oh, okay. So you had a little bit more room when
Yeah.
you were growing up.
And then what the
than
baby
your
was like
college
with your
apartment.
mom? And
Yeah,
the
she was with my
boys had
mom.
their own room?
Yeah, but my brothers had the rooms by themselves.
Yeah.
So 5 boys in one room.
Well, they were shared because we had like, I think because we moved in an apartment. we actually had 5 rooms when we got to the projects. That's when we actually had rooms like
The project,
like 5
you had a
rooms.
5-bedroom apartment?
Yeah, 5-bedroom
Dang,
apartment.
I've never even seen a 5-bedroom apartment.
Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
like I remember it was like a whole hall and then room,
Yeah.
room.
But it was specifically built for families because it's like a project.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they build
For, like, the
apartments like
low-income
that,
people.
and sometimes they build it and then they turn it into Section 8 later. But yeah, I'm like, I've never seen 5 bedrooms in an apartment.
yeah, no,
me
it was
neither.
like 5-bedroom.
I think
That's
the most I've
crazy.
ever seen is 3.
Oh.
Well, if you go to
When
the
we would
project-
go look at apartments and stuff.
Oh, tour apartments.
know?
Yeah. Unless it was like a luxury apartment, which
Yeah.
we would never look at. So yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
But when we first moved to Arizona, we lived in Mesa Parks, and there was only 2 rooms. So my brothers and sisters didn't have to share bunk beds. They had like bunk beds on one side and bunk beds on the other side. So they were like Sally's. Cellmates.
Yeah.
me and my sister too.
That's funny.
We always call each
Oh,
other
that's right.
cellmates.
Because you're not actually from Arizona.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Where are you from?
From California.
What
you
part?
Salinas, Monterey, all the way down there.
It's like
Anything for Salinas.
it's like Northern California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like where Watsonville's at, San Jose.
When did you come here?
When I was like 12.
Oh, dang. I thought you lived here like your whole life.
No.
I
came
know.
over
I always
here.
forget that you're not from here.
When my parents separated, my mom actually brought us without telling him. It's considered kidnap, ama. If you see this. No, yeah, because so when my dad, he was just being a man, living life, I should say. Yeah, and then obviously my mom couldn't take it, like, because he was just being
He was trying to increase that 8 to 10.
yeah, he was being unfaithful, and my mom couldn't take it. So one day she literally packed all. I remember that day. She packed everything. It was in a red van, okay. She literally packed everything and she told us, we're leaving, we're gonna leave. And my dad, he showed us like pennies, nickels, and dimes. You know the gallons? So my dad always showed us like, you always want money. You never know when you're gonna need it. So it was pennies, nickels, dimes, everything, whatever. So that day, I remember my mom grabbed all that because we all had like money like stacked on that pennies, nickels, dimes, whatever. And we lived off that. We came over here. My mom, she didn't even know we're supposed to go to Texas, but she stopped. She literally stopped in Arizona, I guess, to use the restroom or something, or like overnight. And I guess she loved the weather. And then after that, we lived in a hotel for like 4 or 5 months by ourselves. She was trying to find a job, and then she just,
She made it work.
She made it work, and we were able to get an apartment like 5 months later. And then
Love
But
the weather. Was it winter or what?
I don't even
It must
remember.
have been winter.
Yeah.
No, it had to be summer because she loves. I think
She likes
She
hot?
loves the heat because California was
Oh.
so cold, and where we lived at in Seaside, we were literally like 5 minutes away from the beach. So if you go on, like, if you would go like on top of my roof at my house in California, you can literally see the beach. That's how close we were.
But it's like
But it's
usually really
northern.
cold there, like San Francisco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like extra hot.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
she
so
loved it, so that's why we stayed here.
Oh, dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to take a peek on our way to Texas. I think we'll just stay.
No, literally,
Yeah.
I always told my mom, where are we? Dude, I cried the whole 13 hours. The whole way. I was like, take me back with my dad. Why do we have to leave? I was like, you should leave with all your kids. Just leave you with my dad. And I was like, no. And obviously, like, yeah. So I didn't talk to my dad for a couple of years. And then out of nowhere, like, I was able to talk to him because my mom kept us from him.
Oh.
Long story short, so none of my siblings really talked to my dad. I'm the only one. Because I remember everything.
You're the oldest, right?
The oldest girl.
Oldest girl.
I feel like my younger siblings don't know. They don't remember anything. So they just see as this picture like my dad was a horrible person. But like my mom says, he was a horrible husband, but an amazing dad.
Which is possible. Yeah.
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 Happens a
And-
lot.
Yeah.
And my mom, I feel she just put too much in my siblings' brains that like
But he's a
made
bad
pictures.
person.
Yeah. And he's literally an amazing soul. Just,
So
did dumb,
she
stupid
would
mistakes.
talk crap about him to them?
oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, some moms do that.
And that's why I always bump heads with my mom all the time. Like, and then, it's just, I was angry at my mom. I didn't talk to her for years, and I was just so upset with her. And out of nowhere,
Was that during your college days?
oh
Like,
yeah, I
when-
was like so mean to my mom, and I regret it because I didn't realize what it felt to be like heartbroken or feel betrayed by someone, especially having children. But yeah, I was so upset with my mom. But at 27 years old, I realized I can't. I guess I took a L, I guess, from one of my. Oh, I don't know if I want to. Well, maybe you can crop this part. But I'm gonna say my relationship of 10 years. With my ex, he literally like destroyed my soul. That I didn't know how painful it can be when you feel betrayed. But
Yeah. So you kind of just experienced like what your mom went through, so you were able to empathize with her more.
Yeah, and which is crazy. And I didn't even have kids.
Yeah.
So now I understand why she did it.
Yeah.
Like she was so upset and hurt, and she felt betrayed. So, but that's why I'm kind of sad because my siblings didn't give my dad a chance to explain like what really happened.
Yeah.
And I actually have the letters and everything from my dad, like saying I'm so sorry, like everything. I kept everything when I was little.
Yeah.
You still talk to him,
Yeah, I'm like,
but
yeah.
they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Like none of the other siblings.
Not even your older brother.
No, I mean when they see him when he comes, yeah, or when they, I guess randomly, but it's just me.
You're the most consistent one.
Yeah.
They just
Like,
don't like keep in touch with him, but
No,
they
they
don't
don't.
like hate him.
I don't know if they hate him. I think they just still feel like you were never there for me. Like I don't even know who you are, kind of vibes.
Yeah. Thing.
But
So
I
that-
told them they need to go. It's so fun. Like I feel like half our personality that when you see all my siblings together, you realize like where do we get all this sense of humor? Like this hyper, this craziness is literally my dad's side.
Oh.
My mom's more like calm, mellow, and my dad is just crazy. He's wild. He's down for whatever. Like you tell him, hey, go jump off this. He's let's go. He's just always down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
you.
you've been to Mexico with him, right? And like
Yeah.
you visit him. Like how often do you visit him and stuff?
Well, I went like 2 years. I went like 2 or 3 times already to Mexico, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
But I think I was just getting like healing myself, like going through the process of like learning where my roots were, and that's what I wanted because I was like I felt so abandoned and like so confused of why am I different between my siblings from my siblings. I was like, I'm so hyper. I'm always happy for no reason. And when I wake up, I'm like, why am I so excited? Like, what the hell's wrong with me?
You have a zest for life.
Yeah, and
You have
then
a joy for life.
yeah, and then I meet and then obviously I saw my dad's side of the family, and I'm like, oh, this is where I get it from. Like, I thought I was crazy. People thought I was like annoying or freaking too hyper, but literally that's my dad's family. Like, I'm for sure 100% my dad's family.
Yeah.
All the time, ready to go and just living life.
Crazy how much genetics like determine your personality.
Well, then I feel like that's what the whole way you are. That's what has helped you cope with being a social worker all these years.
Yeah,
Like I think that's why you're able to do the job that you do because you're just a naturally happy person.
yeah, and I feel like I can relate to the kids a certain different type of way. Obviously, like, trust me, theirs was worse. Like,
Right.
growing up, but yeah, I feel like I could definitely relate to them just knowing that where they came from, and obviously they came into this world without knowing that they were going to be in this situation. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I genuinely do care about my kids, my foster kids.
You're you're a very like resilient person. Like you can empathize and it doesn't like make you depressed and stuff because I feel like most people probably
I mean, it does get me depressed, like, because I
Yeah.
care,
yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, I do get depressed and I get sad, but that's life.
But you also know that you're like helping them.
Yeah.
So that
For example, there's a kid, well, I shouldn't say his name, but there's a kid that I still work with. Well, I met them when they were like 13, 14, and then I had them for a long time with my case. Like, I'll do visits, let him see their dad and everything, and then out of nowhere, the dad, make it short, the dad passed away, and then before the dad passed away, he always told his kids, like, you know what, I love Amparo, like, if you guys ever need anything, just contact her, call her, whatever, because they know, like, I always told them, like, I'm always here for you guys, I don't care. I mean, I'll do my best to try to help you. And till this day, they're already 18 and one's like 24 or something like that. And I still talk to them.
That's amazing.
And they call me like, hey, Amparo, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And I'm like, oh, and I just give my opinion. Like, I'm like an older sister.
You're like their mentor too.
Yeah. So I try my best. Like, whenever they need hygiene, I was like, call me. Don't be embarrassed. I'm here for you.
you're their Tom.
Yeah.
You're their Mr.
basically.
Tom.
You're their Mr.
Yeah, you're
Tom.
their Mr. Tom.
For real. I didn't even think about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's amazing.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, so I want to go back to like your college time. Like, so you went to play soccer in Florida, and
Yeah.
then what happened after that? How'd your life go after that?
So after Florida, like, I went to AMU, Ave Maria University. It was like a private Catholic university, and I loved it. It was so fun. But I did college and high school, so I was already ahead. And when I went to Florida, they wanted me to like basically start all over because it's another state. When you're in
Like
another
the
state,
credits didn't transfer.
Yeah, a lot of credits didn't transfer, so I didn't want to redo everything. They're like, "Oh, we'll just pay for your master's. We'll pay for your master's. Just stay with us." Because I know the coach really wanted like some type of discipline. Like, oh, I know she's gonna be good. I know her structure is gonna be like on soccer. Because I was obsessed with soccer. Like, that's all I dreamed was just soccer, my whole life. And then I just told him like, I can't. I just can't. I need to go back. And I only needed one class to get my bachelor's here in Arizona. And over there, I was gonna start everything again. So I broke my contract with AMU. And I remember the coach. He was so upset with me, dude. He didn't even say bye to me.
Oh man.
He literally didn't
Jeez.
want, and he, you know what he made? He made all the players take me to a room, and they all were explaining of why I should stay here. Literally,
That's
and I was just
crazy.
sitting there like,
That's like
But
bullying.
like, how much credits would you have to get there versus because you only had to get one class here, right?
yeah, I just needed one class, and I would have been done with my bachelor's.
But there, how many would you have to do?
I basically had to restart. I don't even know, like a lot.
Start from scratch.
Yeah, basically.
Like another 4
Crazy.
years.
Why
Yeah.
would they expect you to do that?
Yeah, no, I just, he's like, no,
Yeah.
don't worry, we'll just pay for your master's then. Just keep going. We'll pay. I
You're
was
like,
dude,
pay
this is-
for it. I don't want to do the classes again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a waste
like-
of your time.
yeah, that was wasting my time.
You
And
wanna
my
start
goal
your
was like,
life.
I want to go back and help my siblings because I know they're struggling. Like no one knows. You know, I'm like my brothers, my mom's never home. She's always working. My siblings are like alone all the time. So I
Yeah.
told myself, I was like, you know what, I need to go. And that was the worst. Not the worst. It was the hardest decision of my life because I remember I cried that day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave. And I left.
Yeah. Yeah, because you all that time, it's like, yeah, you're making all these wishes. This is what that's what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you wanted.
I know. And I remember I cried to the girls. I was like, you guys, I'm so sorry, but I wish you guys knew that like I want to help my family. And then we all hugged, and then I just left. And like that was like, I was like, if I go there, I cannot like backtrack or like not be somebody. And then I came over here, I worked my ass off, got my bachelor's, and then started applying. And then I've been with the state for like 10 years now.
So-
And it changed my life. I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what'd you do once you started working? Like, what was your next goal after graduating college and getting your job?
Just helping my family out. So I just started giving to all my siblings.
Giving them money.
Yeah.
Giving the money that I
You're the
realized they
sugar
took
mama?
advantage of me. Yeah.
You're the sugar
I
mama?
need $20.
You spoiled them.
Yeah, I just spoil them too much. And yeah.
And then when did you, because you do other stuff, like when did you do radio?
So with radio, it was literally like an internship.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because everybody would always tell me like, they'll be like, they'll be like, dude, I feel like you should be in radio. Like your voice is so, like your personality, your voice. And I was like, okay, well,
Yeah,
how?
like you could
How do you
just
do
talk
this? Like, yeah, I was
forever.
like, what do I have to do? So I remember one of my friends, I forgot. I don't even remember. But they sent me the link to like apply, and I applied. And I didn't think it was gonna be like real. I applied. I had an interview with the CBS Radio. Used to be CBS Radio, and then I got hired on as an intern. And then after that, I just started going from there and just started doing like social media. And I never had social media though until like 2018, 19. I don't even remember. I never had social media because when you were like in soccer, obviously if you drink and you can lose your scholarship. So I didn't want to like lose anything because I
trying to
know
be
I'm
careful.
everywhere when I'm.
Yeah.
So you didn't start doing social media till a few years after you graduated?
Yeah, after I graduated, I never had Facebook. I never had anything. So all my friends from high school, like, they didn't know where I went. I just literally vanished from the world because I had no social media.
Yeah.
And then with radio, they told me like, hey, since you're gonna be working radio, like, you know, you need social media. That's where social media is at. It's like, well, if you post stuff or we need you to promote stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll get one.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this whole social media like was like legit. This marketing life is like
Yeah.
fun but
Yeah.
amazing, but it's a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
How long
'cause
have you
then
been
you
doing
started
radio?
doing TikTok.
Yeah, I blew up on TikTok, dude, but
And
then I got
then-
hacked.
And then you got hacked.
And I cried. I tried so hard to get TikTok, but I was like, oh, whatever.
Well, with the radio, how long have you been doing radio? And with who?
With CBS. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing radio, I think like a long time, maybe like 7 years, 6, 8 years. I don't even know. 6, 7, 8 years around that time.
Yeah.
I think so.
Have you-
2012.
Have you talked on air at all?
No.
No, not yet. Would you go do like events and
Yeah, I do events like concerts and stuff, but my goal was to be like to try to be on air, but obviously like every time I try to ask for help, no one would kind of help me or guide me or
Back you up.
or people
Yeah.
would just have excuses like, oh, I can't have another day, and
they
like,
probably fight because there's only like a couple spots.
You think it's like a really
So-
competitive
oh
business?
yeah, it's competitive, really competitive. in
Like they
radio.
don't want to help you. They want to be on the radio.
Yeah,
Is that
and
what
I,
it's like?
yeah, and I always try to ask for help, and no one wants to help me. I was like, nah.
Oh, because you would be a really good radio host.
Oh, thank
Yeah, you'd be a really good radio host.
you, thanks. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm always down to do random stuff. Example like this, I'm
Yeah.
always down. Let me know.
We'll just
Hey,
get you here.
Drip.
We'll be like me and Lily be like, oh, I don't feel like talking today. Good, Daisy.
So you did the radio thing, and then that kind of got you into social media. Is that how that happened?
Yeah, I guess I would say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
they
then-
made you make accounts.
Yeah, they made me like do an account, and I was just posting just for fun, but I didn't know it was like, I don't know what I was doing. I was just trying to have fun, and then yeah.
how'd your social media turn out? Like, how's that career been going?
Well, actually, I started a business now. It's called DM Media Promotions LLC. I'm certified. And yeah, so what people do is like they contact me or they DM me and ask me like, hey, can you help me promote my business? Can you do this and this? And that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I just promote businesses, restaurants, anything. So if you guys need anything, let me know. Call me.
What's your Instagram?
It's bio__.
I'll look it up and I'll put it on the thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
have to. Yeah, that's where people can find you.
Yeah, that's where they can find me. If like anything you guys need help promoting anything, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Can you promote this podcast?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We're gonna promote this
I'm
shit.
just
We're gonna
kidding, but
post this. And
Yeah,
all my
we
friends
will
better look
post
at
it.
this.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, all your friends.
Yeah, so you have your full-time job, you do radio, you do content creation for businesses. Anything else that you're up to?
Well, I'm actually an assistant coach for Glenda Community College.
Oh,
And they're
yeah.
really good. The
For soccer?
GCC players are amazing. Yes. I love that
yeah.
program.
Yeah.
How are they doing?
The coaches are amazing.
Is it soccer season right now?
Well, yeah, soccer season starts actually next week. Well, August 1st, but yeah, the actual like season, we're like in preseason. and
You're still
everything.
doing it? I thought you were gonna quit last year because you were like so busy and stuff.
Yeah, I thought I was too, but then I was like, okay, fine, I'll just do it one more year or something.
Yeah. You just really
Because it's so hard for me to say no. I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, fine, let's do it.
You like coaching the girls and like hanging out with them and
Yeah,
stuff.
I always sound like I'm more like the moral support coach. Like whatever you're going through, because you know, believe it or not, like through like when you play soccer, some people just go to like, como he said, like heal themselves. Like whatever they're going through in their life, you can just go in soccer and you literally forget what you're going through, and that's what I would do.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, I always I'm like here for you. Like any type of moral support you need, I'm right here to help.
You're the
And obviously, like,
soccer social worker.
basically. So I always tell my friends, my girls, like if you need anything, let me know. Like I have Advil, ibuprofen. I'm gonna start getting all the hygiene for the girls, like the whole season. So I'm just there to help them too.
You're a very caring person.
Yeah, too much, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Cause the caring people get hurt the most.
You get used the most, and
Used, yes, thank you.
all your time gets used up too. Because like
that's
you live so far from there.
Yeah, I live like 50 minutes away from there.
From the college.
Yeah, and I take my time and drive all the way over there just for the girls, because I feel like I don't know. I don't
You just want to be there for them.
Yeah, I want to be there for them.
Because that's someone that you had when you were younger. So
Yeah.
now you want to give
I'm
back.
being the person I wanted when I was younger. Now, if you ask me, that's
Yeah.
my mindset. Like I'm trying to be somebody that I needed in my life to like anybody I meet.
Yeah. That's really admirable.
I think it's a really good goal for anyone to have.
Yeah.
Become the person that you need or you needed earlier in life.
Yeah, because the only one that's gonna support you is yourself. So like be who you wanted when you were younger.
Like you bought your own house by yourself.
Yes, I bought a
That's
house
completely on your
myself.
own. When did that happen in all this? All your days?
So I was just saving when I first started with my state job. I was like just saving money and obviously helping my siblings. And yeah, I just told myself my goal is to buy a house. I wanted to buy a house by like age 27.
When did you get that idea? Like, how did that come about? The idea to buy your own house?
Since I was little, I don't know why, but since I was little, I always had goals. Like since I was like 15, 14, 16, whatever. Like all the time, I was like, when I grow up, I want this. When I grow up, I want this. I want this, all the time. And I just stick with it, and
Made it happen.
I got everything. I told myself like I gave myself deadlines, and I did everything before the deadline.
Yeah.
The only thing I haven't got married. That the deadline is like the marriage thing. I was supposed to get married by 27. It hasn't happened. And then
Cough, cough.
yeah. And stuff like that. But I mean, I think everything else, like my life, like that how I wanted it to go, it's been going the way I wanted. Thank Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, and I talk to God 24/7. So like I literally like, even if I'm partying, living my best life, literally I'm always like, God, please like help me with this, or you know. Obviously
Yeah,
we take
you have
L's.
faith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a lot of faith with everyone too. Like with God, but with everyone. Like even if I feel betrayed by someone betrays me, like I never like try to do it back to them. I'm just in my head. I was like, all right, don't worry. You want to betray me? I got you. God's gonna get you. But I don't do nothing. I will never do something petty to like hurt someone's feelings or anything.
You're not a mean-spirited person. at all.
No, I'll just be like, all right, you want to hurt me? I got you. And I don't say nothing. I just disappear or vanish, or I just act like I never met you in my life. But I will always remember what you did, and I just will never repeat it or tell people like, oh my God, can you believe this girl just did this to me? Like, no. I literally, you're just out of my life. You're like dead to me.
That's crazy.
And when you get to that part, you're just legit dead.
I feel like in order for someone to do that to you, for you to get to that point where you cut someone off, like it has to be really bad.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like forgive, but I
Yeah.
realize that when you forgive too much, you literally get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
You like, your energy even freaking comes out of your soul. You're just like, bro, what's going on?
Yeah. You just have no more to give.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And some people I'm human too.
Yeah.
Like people always says, dude, you're an empath. Like I know you're an empath. You're always helping people. Like when people are going through stuff, like they come to you to help them heal them. But then guess who loses all the energy? Me, because you're draining me out. What you're telling me.
So how do you take care of yourself? What do you do to take care of yourself?
I live it up. I party, get lit, and
Yeah, that's good.
It's
I
funny
love
'cause-
exploring the world. I feel like when I go out, like when I travel the world, well, I haven't done it just because there was an incident that happened last year with one of my siblings, and I took it really hard. So I think last year, like I didn't do anything. I was literally like on pilot mode because it was like a hardship situation. And but normally I like to travel. So when I go traveling, like I literally tell myself, like, all right, leave all the negativity out of here. Or like if there's a beach, I just literally lay there and I just cry when I'm like in the beach or like just laying down looking at the beach, and I'm just like crying, like trying to let everything out, like all the negativity that I went through or anybody that like I feel got betrayed. I just try to take it out of like at another country, another state, just get out of me. And then I kind of like refresh my soul, and then I come back and I'm like, all right, let's see what we can do, or let's see who's gonna hurt me now.
You take a reset, but that's how you reset yourself.
Yeah,
You like to
I
be
recharge myself. Yes,
laying on a beach somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Or
upcoming?
even hiking, like when I'm hiking or going anywhere, I literally like just think about all this stuff in my thoughts. Like I'm walking or doing anything, I'm like thinking, I was like, all right, you gotta get over this. You gotta let this go. You gotta, because when you go back, you gotta like recharge your soul. And that's what I do. I'm always recharging myself.
Do you have any upcoming travel plans?
I think I'm gonna go to El Salvador with some family members.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. We are going to El Salvador in
I
October.
think we laid out our travel plans in the last episode.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
that's a
yeah,
big family
the El
trip.
Salvador.
Yeah.
she's
Dude, we
going
should
with
do
us.
like a video over there, us three.
Yeah, we can.
Like something
sure we
cool.
Yeah, we can.
Like
do
you
it
guys,
with
this
you.
all go travel. We can do like a video of like a little recap shit. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or we could podcast about it.
We could
Oh, that
podcast
too.
about it after.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like do videos like so it could look cool. I don't know.
So I don't even think we introduced Daisy in the beginning, but
I did.
you did?
Well, I said Daisy, but I didn't say that she was our like sister-in-law, basically.
Yeah. Daisy's like my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best one. That's all they need.
Yeah. Yeah. For reals. Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
It's like one of those memes that's like, you don't be scared to meet my parents. Be scared to meet my older sister.
Yeah,
That's me.
facts.
That's me and my family.
Facts.
Daisy's like, I'm nervous.
I know.
Your
Well, I was
younger
actually scared when they told me like, well, when your brother told me about your mom, I was like, oh my goodness. Dude, do you remember how your mom was so mean to me?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, should we not talk about this?
I don't think she'll watch it, but yeah, she was.
We're pretty deep. How far are we? How far
Oh,
are
yeah,
we
sorry.
into the
We're
episode?
like at the end.
We're at the end.
I mean, yeah,
How
Okay,
long
so
has
what
it
else do
been?
you guys want to do?
it's 47 minutes,
Oh, okay.
but like,
How do you guys want to end it?
oh, I don't know. But
Yeah.
what were you saying?
Upcoming travel plans. So yeah, we're going to El Salvador in
Yeah.
October.
September.
It's a big
Oh, no,
family
October.
trip.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, in October. Oh, okay.
All of us. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go at first.
Yeah, Brendan wasn't gonna go at first. We can wrap up with this topic, but Brendan wasn't gonna go at first, and then I told him I can't go without him, so I'm too codependent.
Yeah, it was like
can't travel
several
without him.
different weeks of.
It was a
All
lot of
right,
back and
better
forth.
I
go.
can
You
do
gotta
it.
I was like, I
I'll
can
be
do it.
okay.
Yeah,
Nah, you should probably go. It's like I wish you would have went in the first place.
yeah.
And then
No,
Yeah.
you want
You're
to go.
going.
You want to go explore the world. And then I think it's good for you too because then you can see your roots, like your actual where you came from and like who you are.
That's what it is. It's like a pilgrimage for me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I'll go back, but I at least need to do it at least once in my life.
Yeah,
'Cause
just do it.
Last time I was there was like 20 years ago. Wait, no,
Oh, so you've been there. Wait,
Wait.
how old are you?
she was like a baby.
no, I was 9 months old
That
when
doesn't
my
count.
mom took me.
so she
Yeah.
doesn't remember. Yeah.
So then like a few years ago, I also went to Zacatecas, which is a state that my dad is from. And I had gone there as like a 7-year-old. So then I was like, I need to go back. I need to see it as an adult. So
Mm-hmm.
this is like the same thing. Going to El Salvador is like, I need to see it for myself as
And
an
how
adult.
do you feel in Zacatecas? Did you have fun?
Uh,
Or
It
did
was
you get any
fun,
closure
but-
for
Yeah.
yourself?
sorry, what'd you say?
Like a closure, like by yourself? for
Oh
yourself,
yeah,
like
it was
when you
good. I'm like, I don't think I need to go back though. Sorry,
It
Dad.
was fun, but not a place I would go back.
Sorry, my dad always tries to
Really?
get me to go
It's
back.
were? You guys need to come with me. My dad's is fun. It's in Mexico. We did
The ranch?
everything. You guys need to go.
Zacatecas. Oh,
That's
was
where my
it the
dad's from,
ranch?
too.
Is that where we went?
The
Is
ranch.
That, is that where that
We
was?
call it the ranch. Yeah.
Oh,
The
where,
ranch.
where was your
El
dad?
Rancho way.
El Rancho,
You're
yeah.
Mexican. Stop acting white over there.
Where was your dad's?
El Rancho.
You're like, I'm already half white because my
No, literally for years I've been telling Brendan, El Rancho, or I would say the ranch because Brendan
Yeah.
doesn't speak Spanish, and be like, what is the ranch? Like, what is this? Is this like a famous place or something? And I'm like, no, it's literally just like a piece of land
It's
that
like
my
literally
grandpa owns.
our ranch.
Yeah.
Like my
It's our
great
family
grandpa's
ranch.
like.
Yeah,
And I heard it's like
It's
in the
a
middle
ranch.
of nowhere.
it is.
It is.
Yeah. So in order to get to this ranch that my grandpa owned and passed on to his wife, my grandma, and his son, my dad,
His favorite.
Yeah. For real. Yeah, I think my dad's a favorite. You have to fly to Guadalajara, and then from Guadalajara, it's like a 3-hour drive to get there. So it's like a 12-hour travel day just to get to this ranch in the middle of nowhere where there's like nothing to do. And like they once or twice a year they have like a fiesta, and like the whole town just goes and parties and has like food stands and stuff. But I just don't feel the need to like go back. Like I don't really want to spend my PTO time like at the ranch. And it's not like what I want to, it's not what I really want to do.
You should have gone and explore like everything else too, not just the ranch. Like,
yeah. We went out in like a few days, but I don't know. I just don't feel the need to like go back there. I went once as an adult, and I'm like, maybe one day if I had kids, I would take them there, but I don't know.
Tyler loves it.
Yeah. I think we all just like to vacation differently.
Yeah. It was like, it's too hard to
How
get
did it
there.
feel with
It's
you
really-
going?
Yeah.
It was nice. Like, it was calm
Yeah.
and there was nothing going on. Kind of scarred from that trip, but it was
Why were you
Scarred?
scarred?
Why were you scarred?
Yeah.
Because it's
Well,
Mexico?
no, because
No, I'm just kidding.
like on our way back, so remember my mom died?
Oh, yeah.
So when we were on that trip, literally like she was fine before we left, and she was like, "It's fine, go." Like I'll be here when
Wait,
you
do
get
you
back.
want to talk about this?
Yeah, it's
Are you
fine.
okay? Oh, okay. Oh,
And then
You can make me cry.
we were there,
I'm gonna cry. Be sorry if I.
and she was fine. Like the day before our flight to leave, my sister was like FaceTiming me, and she's like, "You should probably get home quickly. Like mom's not okay." And my mom was kind of like talking weird. Like I FaceTimed her and stuff. And then the next day I was like, well, we can't get out sooner, but we'll come tomorrow, So then I was literally thinking my mom was going to die. And some guy gave us a ride from the ranch to the airport.
it was a 3-hour drive.
3-hour drive. And I was like in the back, just choking back tears the whole time, like trying
With
not
a
to
stranger.
cry in front of
And-
this guy.
Yeah.
And then like we barely got back on time and we made it to the hospital.
I think she died like 6 hours after we got to the hospital.
Yeah. It was crazy, but it was so
Yeah.
terrible. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I went on this stupid trip.
He was regretting going on the
Yeah.
trip. That's what it was. But it was everything. Everything was obviously out of his control.
Yeah, true.
So that's why he doesn't want to go back because. But I
Just
just
the
don't
memory
feel
of
the
that.
need
Just
that we
the-
need to go back.
But it's also, the traveling there is such a pain in the ass.
And we have
And
nothing to do there.
It's not that cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad that I saw it once. Because
But
your
your
family
mom
talks about
basically
it.
waited for you to come, and then she just went to heaven.
Kind of, yeah, it was weird.
It was like perfect timing. Like bad timing, but like at
Bad
least we
timing,
got to
but-
say goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your sister at least? Wait, can I ask?
My sister
questions
got
or-
there a little earlier because she was in Mexico too.
We were all in Mexico that weekend.
So was your
A
mom?
different place.
Was your mom sick this whole time?
Yeah.
So you did know she was sick.
I knew she was sick, but it was like months. She was like doing chemo and stuff, and she was fine. And then she did like this last round of chemo, and it like fucked her up. She was like,
she had chemo brain.
yeah, like chemo brain. It like makes you like. She was like paranoid. She wasn't talking correctly.
Almost like she
But,
had
like,
Alzheimer's.
Almost like Alzheimer's, but it was weird. But it was like she got that last round and she started acting really erratic, and then she went back to the hospital, and just her body shut down after that. But it was
Yeah.
while we were on that stupid fucking trip, and I'm just like, I think I was crying in the car because I was like, I don't know if I want to make it before she dies.
Do you feel like guilty about it? I mean, like, do you feel
Yeah.
guilt? Like, fuck, I should have just. I
Yeah.
could have seen her more.
Yeah,
I didn't go.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I never went on that stupid trip. I wish I was just laying at her house all day, but can't control it. Whatever.
That's why he says he's scarred by the ranch. Nothing bad happened on the ranch.
Yeah, nothing bad happened. On the ranch.
Nothing
But it
bad
makes
happened
sense
on
now.
the
It
ranch.
makes sense. I didn't. And sorry for bringing it up.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
But hey, she's an angel. She's protecting you every day. How do you think you got to Gymshark? As soon as she passed away, out of nowhere, Gymshark reached out to you. So fucking crazy.
It was like a year later, but
But still,
still, I feel like
She is our angel.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
she's steering shit in the good direction.
Yeah.
See, I bet you, and then she's like, I can't believe he's dancing like that. He's really shaking his ass like that. How embarrassing, my son. Let me get her some Gymshark.
Yeah,
for real.
we call her name is Joey, and we call her our angel. We like say thank you to her all the time.
Yeah, I feel like she's.
I feel like she's pulling strings up there.
We're not religious, but we're spiritual in the way that we
I'm like,
believe Joey is
Maybe.
watching down on us.
Yeah.
Have you dreamed about her? Can I ask that?
Oh yeah, it happened a lot,
And
and
what
it's
did she
always
say?
like
What is the signs?
nothing. It's not like any weird dream. It's just like she'll be in my dream, and then in the middle of the dream, I remember that she died, and I literally like will cry in my dream, like hard, like that chest like tightening. I'll like cry, and then I'll wake up to that feeling, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? I feel like I've cried more in my sleep than awake after she died.
crazy.
Oh my god, that makes me so sad. I'm sorry.
Sorry. We just making Daisy cry
I
this whole
know. I'm
episode.
just a crybaby all the time.
It's okay.
I know.
Sorry. I try to change the subject sometimes too. It wouldn't get so emotional.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But maybe because you hold your feelings, that maybe like I think that's the only way you can.
Probably it like happens in my sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way you let yourself loose.
Yeah.
I don't
think
like
that's what
hold
it
them.
is.
I don't. I'm not like you can't cry, but yeah, just like
Just naturally.
it's
your
weird. It
body.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Your body just does that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
it's crazy. But
That's probably. Do you want to talk about anything else?
do you have anything else?
Do you want anything you want to say to the people?
I would say. What should I say? What should I say?
You
No.
should say, like check out your social media.
Oh yeah. Follow Daisy on social media.
Yeah, you guys can follow me. Let me know if you guys want some real shit in life. I'll show you the real life.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Daisy, for coming.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
You're
Yeah.
probably gonna be our regular
We'll probably
guest.
do it again.
I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm
Yeah.
down. Next time I'll be more
talking
honest.
to you.
It's just like I was just I get
No.
not embarrassed. I just feel like I don't know because people don't really know me.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't know the real me. They just know like oh she's fucking hyper and she's crazy. But like if people really know me, they'll be like oh my gosh she's like fragile. She's so like like she can't even hurt a fly. But I'm like I try not to show that part because I don't want people to take advantage of me
You're
even
like, oh,
more.
we're gonna talk about emotions. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
So that's why we try to be happy on social media, like, because I know everybody goes through stuff. So I try to be more like the positive, like, I know you're going through this, but let's have fun over here.
Yeah, no. When Daisy was big on TikTok, her videos were freaking hilarious. Your videos are freaking funny as heck. My sister and I would send them to each other,
Oh, you guys did?
all the time.
Why didn't you go back to that? Like, why didn't you just do the same type of content?
Because I got sad. I legit was like depressed. Like, I was like,
Because you lost your account.
yeah, I lost
And you're
everything.
like, damn, how many followers were you at that
Like
point?
64,000.
Yeah.
And like 3 months, 2 months, 3, I don't even know. It went so fast.
That's like a heart
I
check.
don't- yeah. And I barely would even post.
Yeah.
No.
And
So
I
you
just
got
blew
like
up.
a few viral ones.
Yeah.
Like quickly.
Well, the ones that I interviewed, like, remember the one, the Catching a Cheater? Yeah, those blew up like constantly.
You did like a catch a cheater segment
Yeah.
series on your TikTok.
But it was like fake.
No, it was real. I literally interviewed my friends. And I
That-
said, dude, so what
That
is
actually cheated?
Yeah.
Oh.
They let me do it. So it was like legit real. Like I just said, dude, can I talk about your baby daddy? She's like, yeah. I'd be like, dude, tell me what he did what? Show you're fucking lying. Like I was that kind. That's what I was doing.
And she was telling you true stories about him
No,
cheating?
legit. And no, I even had the messages and everything screenshots.
Yeah.
I was showing my TikTok
Damn.
TikTok people.
Oh my gosh.
everybody loved it.
That's a really
So you had
good
some
series.
gossip. You should do that again, but like go on the internet and be like, if your man cheated on you.
Yeah,
Call
no,
in.
all
Send
the
me a
I'm not kidding you.
message.
All the girls were like literally DMing me like, can you please interview me next? I want to put my baby daddy on blast. I want to put my man on blast. Like, I was like, okay, but I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, okay, I'm down.
Damn.
Maybe we could do a segment on this podcast where you do that. You
I'm
just
down.
call
like have people call in.
I am
Yeah.
so down. You know what? My friends would be down too.
That's funny.
I'd be like,
Yeah,
dude,
we
tell me, so
should.
what do they do? What do they do?
And then we could just add it on the YouTube video, the screenshots of the messages.
Yeah, I'll tell them, send me the screenshots.
That would be really funny,
Yeah.
actually.
He's like, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
My girl's not home.
Yeah. That would
Because
be
I was
our
thinking even
segment.
putting like faces like on, you know, like those masks, like funny masks on my friends when they're talking.
Oh,
Just because
yeah.
I wanted to keep it mysterious, like of who they are. 'cause
Yeah.
You're not going to know. I mean, obviously, like if you know her, you'll know her voice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I was just trying to, you know, just play with TikTok. Like, wait, I want to see how she looks and stuff like that. But
That would be really funny.
that would have been, it was fun.
Yeah. Thing. All
Okay,
right.
cool.
So where can we find you on Instagram?
Oh, you guys can find me at BioB__.
Cool.
Or
Don't be
Daisy Marie.
Daisy Marie.
Is that your main?
Yeah, I feel like it pops
Page.
up as Daisy Marie for me.
Yeah, because it's, well, my name.
Yeah, I know.
like,
I know.
a
I don't know why
username.
there's two different. Yeah, it's a username and your name.
Yeah.
Is there any other social media that you post to regularly?
I would say no, not right now. Just maybe like
just Instagram?
Snapchat, but Snapchat is the one that's like rated R. That I prefer no one know. It's just like people. I don't know how everybody's finding me, but
Oh, they'd be sending. Yeah, I know. I don't really.
I don't like people tagging me. Whoever watches this, I don't like people tagging me on Snapchat because when I post something, then everybody like just adds me. I don't know how. Like but my friends do find me, and like
Oh,
it's because I just post like reckless stuff, like rated R stuff. Yeah, but I mean everybody likes it. So
you're like, if you can find me, have fun. If not,
Yeah.
goodbye.
if you want to see some crazy shit, just go on my Snapchat.
That's funny.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next episode. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and leave a 5-star review.
And a comment.
Are you gonna? Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye, guys.